So what was you saying earlier then? That you might go back on your tablets to focus.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna start with. To be fair, I am back on them now. I took them today.
Did you get more? Or have you still got enough to keep going when you stopped?
No, I've still got loads from last time. Yeah.
They ain't got like an expiry date or anything, have they?
Nah, I checked. Yeah, well, yeah, it's like 2026 something though.
Have you looked up what
So
what the side effects could be from stopping, starting, even though it's been a big gap? Have you looked at any side effects for that?
nah, not really. I ain't got a plan. You know what I mean? I was just like, yo, I need some fucking order again, man. I need some tracks.
Yeah. Yeah. Jokingly, I've said like, yo, you need to dust them bad boys off out your drawer, man, and take them and stuff. But like, there's been times where I've talked to you and I can tell your brain's pinballing, man.
Yeah, it's a problem, man. Not
Yeah.
always, but like, it's got to the point now where it's like, yeah, like, there's got a lot of stuff going on. I know, like, selling the house and running my own business and getting work and taking the kid to school and like,
Mm.
yeah, just a lot of stuff to work, like concentrate on at the minute. So just getting that stuff in order is like a bit of a
So do you
challenge.
think when you've got it in some form of order, you'll maybe stop again?
Maybe it depends what they do because I was obviously getting like counselled sort of thing with it before, so they were
Mm.
like saying, "Let's put the dosage up. Let's do this with it. Like take it this time of day instead." But I knew what worked for me best from the start,
Mm.
so I'm just gonna do as it was at the start. Like take the dosage, which was the best. It was probably good because it was the start, like so it was new to me.
Yeah.
But it was like a lower dosage and like my own time frame, and it worked at the start. It was just when I went up in dose, it was just too much. Like I was just too fucking locked in and focused, man. Like I just couldn't think of anything else.
Yeah.
But on the start dose, like the 5 milligram, I was just I could just order everything and I could pick one thing and just do it, like
Yeah.
rather than not knowing what to do.
Yeah, it's crazy to be fair. It's crazy that they're that effective and work. Because like
In all drugs, isn't it? Like, what's the science behind that,
it's
man? Just
true, but
thinking like, let's
like
attack that bit.
you've literally been diagnosed with ADHD and we've kind of joked about it for years, like, yeah, bro, you fucking definitely got it. And like you went and officially got a diagnosis of it. And it's fucking obvious. If you didn't have it, that would be more worrying to me. It's like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah,
What
what happens? What happens now, doc?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, so then it makes sense. But like, I've been diagnosed with things, OCD, depression, anxiety, all those things, and I've took things for them, and nothing's ever like worked for me. Where I'm like, oh, this is like kind of almost an immediate fix, like yours is for you. Like when you started taking your tablets, you were like saying straight away, like, oh, I can already tell like things are different. Like I've never had that. I almost kind of don't believe it works like that, but you're telling me it is, but maybe it's because I've not been diagnosed with that and or treated for that thing. But every time I've took something for that's meant to help me, it never does. It just I have the side effects like it's in my body, but it gives me just the negatives. I don't feel any benefit from being on anything ever.
Yeah, that that's way worse to get side effects as well, but no benefit. But yeah, literally, like when I first took it, man, like the first 2 days is like there ain't much there. Day three was like I just felt really fucking anxious. Like just as soon as I took them for like an hour, I just felt dead nervous about stuff.
Mm.
And I think that was just me realizing all the stuff that I had to get done. But I don't give a shit before.
Yeah,
But
so
now
just
it was
an
like,
everyday
oh no.
person.
Yeah, I was like, oh no, now I care.
Yeah.
But like, it was good because in the first like week when I was like, second week maybe when I was like just getting the good effects, like
Mm.
I literally like just brought back all the shit that I ignored for like years. I cleaned the
Oh
whole
shit.
like house. I cleaned like one room at a time. I went through sets of drawers and just emptied all the shit out, emptied cupboards out, like deep cleaned everywhere. I got like a steam cleaner, man. I was steaming the cupboards and everything like under the taps and just got it like the whole house was just clean. I refitted a wall fixture like that needed one screw putting in, but he'd been hanging off for 5 years.
One screw.
Yeah, one screw, 5 years. But it's just that, man. I look at it and think like that's insignificant of a task enough. So I'll just do in a bit. But at the same time, it's like, man, that's just so small. I don't want to do it. It was one screw, and then after 5 years, 1 week on the tablets, and I got that done.
It
And then
was
I
it
was
was
more
hanging off
talkative as
for
well.
5 years, and it only needed one screw to fix it.
Yeah, man.
Damn. I thought I was a lazy twat, but that seems crazy even to me. That does.
No, but it's like it's not important enough to just be like, let's get it done because it needs
Mhm.
doing. It's just small enough to be like, oh, that's so small. I'll just get it done
But
whenever.
on the flip side, though, when you're knocking stuff off, if you're going through like an internal list in your head, like, oh no, I need to vacuum, and I need to wipe this down, I know I need to cook, whatever it is, that's like an easy one to knock off. It's like, oh, I just need to get a screw. You know what I mean? Like, if you're doing things that would be like top of my list to be like, that's the quick one to do. So then I can get to like, the longer stuff.
Yeah. But with this, it's like, I don't know. It's like the Price is Right wheel with like shit I've got to do, and it's just like, but like the size of do fuck all instead is like massive compared to the rest. It just
Yeah.
always lands in there.
Yeah.
But now, like for real, it was just when you got that many tasks, I just couldn't pick one. But when I got on the tablets, it was just I need to do that. Let's do it. I need to do this. Let's do it. And I'd get on it, and then I'd do them at 200%, and I'd just get to the next thing. But it's weird because I've never took anything before. Like,
Yeah, you was apprehensive about going on 'em in the first place, mate. Yeah.
yeah, and I'd never took anything like mood altering or anything apart from like beer and like smoke. Like prescriptions, I just thought like, I wonder if it's just like you just take it and like bang, like you just feel it. But
Mm.
it took it a while for it to work in. And but like I said before to you, man, like you feel just like the same person, but you feel like you just running better. Like it was definitely like someone else, like the drive and fucking determination I had.
Yeah.
But in my head, it was like, this is me, and like I can do this shit. It just needs unlocking. You know what I mean? So I just felt like myself, but I was just like out of control of just fucking cleaning shit.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to get on medical marijuana, because that is literally the only thing I'm kind of programmed in a way where I'm that way where trying to concentrate on too many things, it's like they're just all floating around my head. And I need something to calm my head down. But when I've been on like antidepressants or anti-anxiety medication and stuff like that, it doesn't necessarily like slow your brain down. It just numbs it, so you don't feel those things. Like that's what I mean. The side effects are kind of outweigh the positives, because that to me isn't a positive that I'm like, oh, I'm not depressed anymore. It's more like I'm not anything anymore.
Yeah,
And
I'm just not feeling.
yeah, I like to think, even just about random shit. I still like to think my own thoughts, and I just weren't. But the only thing that has kept me productive and able to gather and slow my thoughts down, and like you said, like sort of pick one by one when you're on your tablets, and you can sort of knock things out and really like gather that. Yeah, it's only been like certain marijuana that does that for me, to be fair, without any like other negatives really. With like maybe except the occasional like anxiety heightened stuff that people get, but medicinally, like hopefully that won't be the case because the doctor fine tunes it how you need to. So I'm hoping
Because
that that's the only thing that's helped.
with regular street stuff, it's just by chance that you land on one that works for you.
Yeah, exactly. So obviously
And that,
they'll know what it's for and why.
yeah, and obviously with grow quality and stuff, one just named the same thing might not even be the same thing. Could be from someone else. You know what I mean? But with the
Yeah.
lab stuff, it's going to be like proper clinical.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if it works, or if it's like it's too clinical where there's too much stuff done to it cleanly in a way that doesn't give me the effects I'm looking for. But I'm curious, boy, because it's the only thing. Like I said, I've tried all different types of medication to try and help some neurological shit. And nothing's really ever helped. It's just like I get like a fucking gargly belly, and I'm like just my stomach's bubbling for days, and I feel like just a bit numb. But that's like I think when they say you're on antidepressants or anti-anxiety to calm your stuff, I think it's meant to just numb you and not really like produce more serotonin in your brain or whatever. Like I think the point of it is to numb you. So like in a sense to work for people because you're not necessarily feeling whatever you're feeling, but that's not like enough of a pro to me. That's like a giant con as well as all the other stuff where, I've got fucking bubbly fucking arse.
It's my favorite drink. That is
Yeah, and you know what? Like
glass of bubbly arse.
it does give you like mad diarrhea and give you like mad stomach pains and stuff like that. But as an adult person, I can gladly say I've never shit myself. But I know so many people in their adult life where they've had a mistake or something and they've just shit themselves. I've never done it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, can't relate. Can't relate.
Yeah, you can relate.
No, no. But yeah, I, with that though, like if you are numb, are you just numb to the sad shit, or you just can you just be numb to the happy stuff as well? Like
It's
where you think, man, I should just be happy about this, but I'm
yeah,
just
it's
numb in
numb
general.
all round. You're literally like just a vessel. For
Are you
me,
just on pause then? Really, your thoughts are just on pause
it
because one
is.
day you gotta face them again.
Yeah, it kind of is. And then that's when, like you said, you go and the up the dose, like, because they can't just give you like a big fat fucking dose. Especially when it's got side effects like gives you stomach pains and can cause like stomach ulcers and stuff like that. They can't just give it you all at once. But when they gave it me, I was just like, yeah, it's not doing anything. And they're just like, okay, we'll up the dose. And then it got to a point where they upped the dose so much that I was like, if it was giving me a high where I was like, yo, this shit's sick, then, it could have been worth it. But it weren't like a high. It was like a, like, it was just like, I was like, just dead bored and like no there was no enjoyment in anything. Like you said, like it does numb even the happy stuff. So like you just can't be asked to watch even the stuff you like shows, can't be asked to play the games you want to play. Like you just don't want to do anything, but you don't find enjoyment or even sadness in it. You just literally numb is the perfect word for it. So, but
Kind of the opposite to me because
yeah,
I was on the original dose and I was doing a lot more, like I said, around the house, and I could I could do a lot and I could just relax then as well. Like, so I just knew if I had a good list or something, like like I've done plenty today, like I can chill. And then mine was through the NHS, and it was like the first session was like proper personal, like how do you deal with this? Like, do you have a tough time doing this and stuff? And it was like a bit of like a therapy session in a way. Not that I needed one, but and then from then it was just on the phone. And on my first dose, I'd been on it for like a month or something, and I was like, yeah, it's really good. Just I'm really productive. I've done this. I clean the house. I'm way more talkative with people. Like
mm,
I feel happy. Like I'm really enjoying just being social, which is unlike before. But I just
yeah,
wanted to talk to everybody, and I was on like fucking meth. You know what I mean? I was on just a low dose of speed, but I was happy to just talk to everyone, and they were like, "Yeah, sounds good. Should we raise the dose then?" And
mm,
I was like, "Oh yeah, I guess. Like
yeah,
some's good, more must be better." And then they were like, "Yeah, yeah. So just start taking like the 10 milligrams instead. We'll prescribe them." I was like,
mm,
"Okay, yeah, I'll try it." And I just did it as routine, and I did become a bit more. I became less personal, well, public and like social, and I just
mm,
became more like I need to be really productive. And I was just wanted to just really just work or just earn money or go to work or just do something. And I couldn't relax then because I was just so locked in. I'm like, yo, we should be fucking doing something.
yeah,
And then I had like the next catch in with them, and I like told them all this, and they were just like, yeah, should we just raise the dose then?
yeah.
And I was like, man, nah, like not really. Like the up and dose ain't really worked. And then I got bored of them anyway. And I came off them like I said for a while. But now I'm not with. I don't get advised by them anymore because I blanked them for a bit, so they just ended service.
Yeah.
um, so yeah, I'm just gonna go back on the smaller dose. But the way I describe it is like my analogy is like you've got a really high powered engine in a car, but just
Yeah.
skinny little fucking tires. So like you got like all the power there, but you just can't put it on the road. Like you just can't use
Mm,
it. You can't harness it. Like
yeah. I thought then when you said going to like a therapist or whatever, and I thought if me and you were to go and see like a therapist and we had to just say like, "Yo, I want to unpack this shit with him, man," the first thing I'd bring up to the therapist, and I'm in a room with you, speaking to the therapist, and he says, "Okay, Dan, what you want to speak about, Ryan? About like, what do we need to unpack with him?" The first thing I'd say is, "This motherfucker keeps Starburst in the fridge." Good luck with that one.
I thought you were gonna say like, "Look, Doc, he's never farted in front of me, man. He's really my friend."
We ain't even there yet. We're gonna fucking get to that. But one, what was it? Starburst and what else? Skittles.
It
Skittles and
ain't a regular
Starburst
thing, man.
in the
They were just
fridge
in there.
though. Yeah, but
Just in
what
there
was
by
in there?
chance, man. I don't know.
What do you mean? You put them in there, or your
This
wife
was
did?
premedicated.
But still. But then there'll become a point where you're like, "I fancy them Skittles," and then you still probably eat them, or do you just let them cool down in the frost?
You gotta thaw him out.
You don't. That's what I'm saying. Or I'll just drop that fucking atom bomb on the therapist and say, "Unpack that fucking thing." What does that mean? It'll probably
Just
come
look at
to
his
that.
notepad like, fucking hell. This guy,
Yeah, I can't help you, lads.
this guy don't look like a psychopath when he got here.
And then, like I said, get to the point where you brought up, I've known you for 25 plus years, and I've never heard you fart once, man.
You don't need to.
I do. How do I know that I know you unless I know what your fucking ass sounds like, man?
You've heard and seen 99% of the rest of it, man. It's good.
Yeah, but I don't. I need more because I give 100% of me.
Yeah, I don't
I'll
know,
fart
man.
right
We just
fucking now if you want me to.
not on the air, man. Nobody wants to hear that.
That is crazy though. And I can't believe, I think it was about 4 or 5 years ago that you like brought it up. And then I was like, that's true.
Oh yeah,
I've never, like, I've actually never, like, I don't know that you don't fart in a really weird way, man. That's why you're hiding it. You know what I mean? Now I'm aware. I've never heard it. I don't
just fucking
know.
yodels.
I have no idea. Yeah, it could be so embarrassing that you hide it from me, or it's like, don't know, like it sings or something.
Fucking Sinatra comes out.
Yeah, that's weird. Like everyone should have heard the fucking mates fight. It's funny. Like you've never
It
even
ain't
just
funny,
like
man. That's the difference. I don't find it funny.
every dude finds a fart funny, man. No matter what age you are, a fart will always be funny. It's universal. It don't matter what
No.
language you speak, man. You're in the middle of fucking Africa, you drop a fart, they're laughing. It's hilarious.
Nah, they're probably trying to fucking harness it because they've only just figured out fucking wood. Like, oh, magical scent.
Yeah.
What is your favourite space fact?
Ooh, I was talking about one the other day, and I also the word that blew my mind with this, and I think you've probably heard it because it's like quite an uncommon thing. But the thing that blew my mind was it still might be an underestimate, is that there's more stars in our galaxy than there is grains of sand on Earth, and that's just our galaxy.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen in all the universes, well, in all the galaxies, like all the grains of sand, all the grains of sand on Earth completely, like times 3,000 or something.
Yeah, and
Like
that's an
that's
underestimate, I think. So that's
yeah.
insane. That's just our galaxy. Like, and we see like millions of galaxies. So how many exist out there in terms of stars is insurmountable, really, isn't it? Like it's hard to
Mm.
think and picture. And what else is crazy? There's like a spice fact for me. I think just the fact that it could be infinite. It could just be always and forever. Where like when you're talking about space and physics, that nothing really makes sense like that because there is a beginning and an end for most things, even like things like black holes. Anything lives and kind of dies, except for maybe like the universe itself. That's what's amazing to me.
Yeah, because the obvious question is just where's the end, man? Like what's beyond it as well.
Yeah.
It- but have you seen like the infinity symbol,
Mm.
but like as a flat plane sort of thing?
Yeah.
So it's just you go over the one end and you come back over the same bit, but on the other side. But
Yeah, like a go-kart track.
yeah, but what if it just loops like that, man? Like, what if you could just go far enough to just come back?
Yeah, it could be a possibility. I know, like, where they go to, like, different universes and things like that in sci-fi, when they do that hyperspace jump thing. I know that's not that possible, really. The only way that they think that's, like, theoretically possible is if they can manipulate, like, wormholes and portals, kind of like Rick and Morty, like rip sort of a fabric, like say if it's like a tablecloth and you just pinch a part of it so two ends are like closer together, and then just cut a hole through there, and you can just technically portal through to another part of space and time. But
Yeah.
whether we don't even know if technically wormholes exist. It's never actually been found. It's just theoretical at the moment. They think they do,
Well,
but they've never found one.
when you travel at the speed of light, you do pinch holes, don't you? You kind of pinch and you can skip bits of space. We've seen that in the Hadron Collider,
Yeah.
and it just you kind of just end up somewhere else. It's like the kilometer thing with the Hadron Collider, like the particle accelerator or whatever.
Hmm.
It's like a 1 kilometer track or whatever it is, and they were timing it at the speed of light, and they knew how quick it should have got back to them, but the particle was traveling less distance, but getting to them quicker.
Hmm.
So it's like it was actually skipping space. It wasn't traveling the whole way like you can kind of pinch through and just travel infinite amounts
And what's
in zero
crazy,
time.
you said it's 1 kilometer. I'm pretty sure the Large Hadron Collider is 27 kilometers, which
Okay.
is crazy. It goes through like
Yeah.
Switzerland and parts of France and Sweden. I think it goes like underground of like some of these countries, basically, which is insane. But technically, like a photon, like a bit of light, because it travels at the speed of light. And when you travel at the speed of light, you you stop time essentially, like you go through time. So when
Yeah.
a star emits light from it and it hits, say, my eye, to that's been an instant second for that thing. It's been because it's gone through pause time essentially. So from
Yeah.
the minute it's emitted from the sun to my eyes, it's been instant for the actual like atoms point of view, which is quite crazy as well. But for us, sunlight, I think it takes like 8 minutes, I think, from like
It's,
the
yeah.
sun to Earth. So that's
Yeah.
crazy in itself that it technically just pops to existence where it leads up, because when it's traveling at the speed of light, it's not experiencing time. That's also
Yeah.
crazy.
And isn't it like we can only demonstrate it with by like 99.9% speed of
Yeah,
light because
in
we're not
the Large
massless.
Hadron Collider, yeah, it was 0.99999% or something like that of the speed of light, but they can't fully replicate it because, yeah, it has to be massless. That's why we, as humans or anything, can never travel really the speed of light because we'll have some form of mass.
Yeah. Have you seen that thing where someone there's like a weird like a little micrometer thing for like pressure, and
Hmm.
they're showing a laser pen on it, and it gets a reading
No?
like a laser pen. The light of a laser pen was actually registering an amount of pressure.
So, like, the atoms hit it essentially to causing it to read.
I don't know, but it's like
Hmm.
like an insanely sensitive like scale, and light was not like a weight. Light didn't have weight, but it had force, like to
Hmm.
like millionths of a fraction of a fucking, you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
fraction of pressure. But a laser pen was actually registering like some force on this scale.
That's pretty sick. No, I ain't seen that, to be fair, I don't think.
Yeah, it's cool.
But yeah, I love all shit like that. There's so much about space and even the way life and things work, whether it's Earth and like the macro sort of verse, or like when you get down to quantum physics and quantum mechanics, like that's that works in a literally complete different way that they still don't really know. Like that's
Yeah,
that's
like
the main
the
goal.
entanglement stuff.
Yeah, that's
That makes no
crazy.
sense, man.
Yeah, quantum entanglement's like one of the things that blows my mind as well. But they think that that's like maybe they're attached by like wormhole to sort of wormhole to like two different. So they are like technically entangled, but they could be, across galaxies, and they both move and manipulate at the exact same time in the exact same way. Like it makes no sense really. But also they also think that's how they're going to make quantum computers sort of work. So they're kind of figuring it out at the same time as they're figuring out the physics and how the computer works. Like when Google are doing it in their warehouse and stuff. Like there's a lot of links between quantum computing and like black holes because the physics and the sort of math behind how things process and work are very similar to how it works out there, which is interesting.
All this stuff's just going on, man, while we're just going to boring old
We're
work.
just we're just fucking sat here talking, doing fuck all.
I know. And someone's looking at if they can fucking build a computer inside a mirror.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
inside a mirrored universe.
Yeah, I think though, like I've heard maybe even like Joe Rogan talk about Elon Musk this way, and he says like it seems like smarter people aren't that happy. Like we say about politics, like we don't really talk politics and kind of thing. Like we kind of like ignorance is bliss in some way, and I think the more you know, like the more bad shit you know that comes with that, and like your eyes are open to more stuff. So I think naturally you just become more unhappy the smarter you are, genuinely. So
Yeah.
I'm okay not trying to build a computer in a mirror. Like that's I'll stay in my lane, man. I'll just sit here and scratch my fucking nuts. I'm complacent doing that, man. Fuck that. The
Hey, you
fucking
know when you scratch your two nuts, two little nuts somewhere else get scratched as well.
well, I'm sorting him out at the same time. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Once
cool.
once you're open your eyes, they can't be closed. So they say.
Yeah, so I'm okay being a dumb fuck. You know what I mean? I get my enjoyment out of that. I sometimes wish I was dumber because, like you said, like ignorance is bliss, and there's already things that I cannot control and I worry about. Like I
Yeah.
hate flying, I hate roller coasters, I hate all that shit. I wish I could just be a dumb twat and get on a plane and be like, yeah, this is sound, this is completely safe. But in my brain, I'm like, this is going to any second now. This is.
Yeah. Little touch of turbulence and you fucking seen your
Yeah,
whole life.
I'm on the wing, man. I'm out there. I'm off.
Just laughing at everyone. Ha! I packed a parachute. Did
I'm the
you?
only one locked in when they're doing the fucking like life jacket demonstrations at the beginning. I'm like, yo, let's get a fucking plan going then.
Just miming it like, yeah, that's the whistle. Yeah.
Got my fucking notes out on my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that shit. I hate it, and I hate that they even demonstrate it because I'm just like, what are we doing here, man? Let's just take off because if it's going down, I ain't putting my head between my legs and putting a breathing mask on. I'm going to be sound. I'm going to get up and just dust myself off. Like, fuck me, that was rough, wasn't it? I'm going to be fucking a fireball on the ground. I don't care about the demonstrations and stuff at that point.
Yeah. Thank God I had a little fucking whoopee cushion around my neck. Have you seen that? Have you seen that conspiracy theory that, like, like the brace position where you put your head between your legs and put your arms over your shoulders? There was a conspiracy that like that position is way more likely to kill you, so they get less insurance claims if you survived.
Oh, no, I've not heard that. I've heard, I don't know how true it is, that it's that actually when you hit the ground that like your teeth are preserved so you're identifiable. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But that's what I've heard. Because I thought, what's the fucking point in that? But yeah, I think I've heard that it's to make it so if your teeth are found, you're identifiable because you would just be, ash in a fucking piece of metal on a ground somewhere. You know what I mean? Or if you're in the sea, and that point, it don't really matter, does it? But yeah, that's what I've heard. I don't know how true it is, but I do just think it's pointless. Like, and I don't know what type of either pussy ass bitch of a person you've got to be, or so locked in of a person to be like when that's going down and you're just like, yep, get in the prize position rather than fucking
Oh
screaming,
no!
going, fuck. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know what type of psychopath sits there and goes, well, let me just put this on a sec. Like, who's doing that, man? Like, everyone's freaking out at that point. I don't give a fuck who you are, man.
that one, but about that plane crash recently in India where just one guy survived, man.
Oh,
Like
man.
seat 17 or whatever.
Yeah, I saw so many people saying as well, saying, "Oh man, the guilt that man must live with being the only person that survived that." I was like, "What guilt?
Yeah,
What guilt?" He'd be like, "Fuck me, I'm alive." Like, no guilt is felt there.
just fucking went around and checked everyone's wallets. Like, yo,
Free
you ain't gonna be
phone.
needing that.
Oh, another free phone. Oh, another fucking left shoe.
Yeah, it was India, so they're all just fucking BlackBerry A1s, like, but
Yeah,
yeah, man, why not?
yeah, fucking hell. But yeah,
A
like,
free shoe.
yeah, I saw as well because it's like a seat 11 out that like a couple of weeks after that happened, like a lot of people were like booking that seat, like trying to get that seat and stuff. But
Yeah.
I wonder if there's any science behind that, that when they do tests now, they'll check that seat if you got more chance of escaping or surviving, or if it was just pure fucking luck by that dude, man.
Yeah, it's gotta be
Think
coincidence,
he
man.
flies again?
Oof,
Like
tough decision.
I am one bad fucking like turbulence knock for me to like fuck flying. Then I'm grounded. So like,
I'm
imagine a
assuming,
crash and being the only one to live. Jesus.
yeah, I'd assume he had to fly off from where he crashed. Like, no, not again already.
Oh man, nah, I'd walk at that point, or I'd get a boat or something. Like, there's no way I could get on a plane after that, man. There's no way. Like, I went to Amsterdam and there was a storm there, and as we were landing, it was like windy and it was going woo, like moving the plane up and down like quite vigorously. And when we first started descending, he come on like the intercom and he said, you know, it's going to be a bit rough, sort of, so just prepare yourself for that. You know, we'll be there in a minute, type of thing. And then when it started doing it, I was like, oh fuck, that's a bit like much. Like I know he said it. And then like I looked around and other people were like, okay. And I thought, oh, it's just probably normal. But then it started like you could feel that it was like kind of pulling the plane like back up, and it was giving that like feeling in your stomach. You go like over a hill, and then I heard like people screaming, and I was like, okay, never at a point where like it ain't just regular turbulence anymore. Like other people are freaked out, and it was like it was very fucking sketchy for a bit, man. I was like, Jesus, like, but to a pilot and regular people, it's probably like that's nothing. You know what I mean? Like it was a bit rough and felt weird, like, but that's, you know, standard. The plane's meant to take that shit, and it's been in underway worse. But to me, I was like, fuck. And other people like were screaming, like half the plane, I'd say, were like panicking. So like when I saw that, I was like, oh shit, it ain't just more like fear of flying. It's like real people are freaked out. Yeah. And I was like, fuck, what about if this is it? Just landing, just some dead
Yeah.
cunt in Amsterdam.
Hey, man, it's fucking just die at like 3 feet.
Oh man, I
Just been
know.
at 25,000 and then you fucking
You
die
don't
at
even get
fucking
time to
six
get in
and
the
a half.
brace position, man. You just get your head down. Go.
They always say that you look at the stewardesses, don't they? If they're not panicking, you'll be
Yeah,
alright.
but I always panic with them because when I see that like we're descending or something's going, I'll see them just burrow off into their little fucking hobbit holes or something, man. And I was like, why's she going there? Like, what's that mean? Like, are we about to get
Yeah.
into some shit here because she's been given like some information? I fucking hate flying, man. I hate it. I wish there was an alternative, better way. Like, I wish there was like a Shinkansen all around the world or something. You know what I mean? I wish that was like viable.
Yeah. What was that thing? Remember back in like 2012ish, and they were saying they were going to build like one big railroad through Russia and like down to Europe and fucking through England and shit.
I don't.
No.
I don't remember that. No.
Yeah, I don't know if it was real, but it was going to be like 6,000 miles long or something daft, and like you could just train anywhere.
Okay, no, well, they're struggling with HS2 and they've had to cancel that, and that's been like 80 billion paid or something stupid like that. So, like, across multiple countries and stuff like that. I don't know who funds that.
The Germans did it.
Yeah, but that weren't a good thing for them, was it? Well, it was a good thing for them, just not everyone else. It was efficient for them
Yeah.
going to fucking work, put the fucking ovens on.
Yeah. What was it called? The Gustav, the big Gustav or something, wasn't it? The big one cannon that they
The,
built of the fucking
oh, yeah, yeah. I do remember that, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it'd be better. I think it'd be so boring to get a train to like another country, but it'd be
Depends
safer
on
for me.
the scenery, man.
I guess so. Yeah, it'd be better than a plane. Like the planes that cool when you go over certain, you know, cities and countries. And it's all lit up, especially at night and things like that. And you see like little patterns, and you know, flying over Dubai, and you see the sort of like spiral thing that it is, or like the, you know, the
Yeah.
rib cage looking thing. That's cool to see. But when you're on a train, like, yeah, you can go past like real scenery there and like really take it in. So yeah, it would make more sense. I think a lot of people would. How more expensive would that be though, man? Like, it probably would be cheaper to fly still though, wouldn't it? Like, if you could get, like, a train to Amsterdam or a flight to Amsterdam, it's only a 50-minute flight. I don't know how much a flight is directly, but I stayed there for 4 days with a hotel, and it cost me 350 quid. I reckon a train's more than that,
Yeah, I've looked at
especially
trains
return.
straight. Yeah. I've looked at trains straight to Paris before, like from London,
Mm.
and that's like 400 quid or something.
See, it's ridiculous. You could fly there cheaper than that. So it's not viable efficiently. Like you might as well get there faster and cheaper. Like it's not there yet.
The point we were making is getting there at all without crashing.
Yeah, but like a train crash can still happen. But like there's
But
something about it being on the ground though. You know what I mean? And not going like 800 miles an hour and then to
yeah,
the ground. It's on the ground already.
I know, but it's like you've just gone. I fucking hate flying. I'd do anything. Oh man, it's extra 100 quid for this. Nah, I'm just gonna fly. Fuck it.
Yeah, it's got to make sense though. Like I'm willing to gulp my fears down for it to make sense. Like if you could drive there and it'd be like the same amount of time that it would be to fly there, but you might have to pay a bit more in like petrol, then it might be able to drive there. But yeah, plane rides, I don't know. I don't know if I was like rich and I flew more often, if I'd get like the feeling of just getting used to it because the more you fly, the easier it becomes. But I don't know. I reckon, like I said, one bad turbulence away from being like, oh, fuck that. And hopefully it's on the way back and I ain't in like another country and thinking like, oh, I'll live here now.
Yeah, at least I enjoyed my holiday. Yeah,
Yeah. But yeah, I fucking hate it. But it's necessary to do the things I want to do in life, like going to Japan. I want to go to South Korea next. These are long flights as well, which is annoying. I wish it was like
and
just
do stuff you
closer.
don't want to do, like going on flights and stuff. You gotta push yourself to do shit, ain't you?
Yeah. I don't know. It's knowing that like if that plane's going down, I'll regret it. Like I don't really go through life thinking I don't want to regret things. I don't want to regret things because maybe when I'm old and I feel that way. But yeah, it's that feeling of like I chose to do this and it's going down.
Yeah, I had a choice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I didn't have to be here. Like I could have just been at home now, again scratching my nuts or just whatever. Like, and I've chose to be here, and now I'm gonna die because of it. Same as a roller coaster. They make me feel sick anyway. Like I get like motion sickness from them. But even if I enjoyed them, I just don't want to be at a point where like I'm crashing or something's happened and I'm dying. I'm thinking, fuck, I could have just like not come out and not got on this. I mean, if I'm in a car on a train and something crashes into me or the train flips or whatever, then it's like a freak accident, whatever, and like you can't really help that. But I can just also not go on holiday. But it's not really a way of living, is it? To be fair, because you gotta travel, you gotta go places, but I just wish there was a safer way to do it. It's technically the safest way to do it, but I don't believe it.
Would you use teleportation if there was like 2% chance you just was off into some
Oh,
void?
is it painful?
Oh no,
Does it strip me
you
of
just
my
don't know.
atoms and I just fucking just disappear one by one,
Yeah, yeah.
like dead pixels on a TV?
Dick last. You just like that drops to the floor for like 5 minutes, and then it dissolves.
That makes me want to do it more. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, because there's that chance. There's still a chance that someone has to be 100%, which it's not. It's not possible. Like technically, playing rides or flying like technically is because how little they do malfunction and crash, but it's still never like a 0% chance, is it? So it technically is the safest way in a way. The say like
yeah,
cars are way worse, but there's obviously way many cars on the road and dickheads. No 17-year-olds fucking flying a plane of 200 people. You know what I mean? On a road with other dickheads with 200 people in the back, like so
yeah,
it's not
yeah.
a fair comparison, is what I'm saying. When people say a car's fucking way more dangerous, yeah, but like I ain't on a plane on a road. It's in the air. Like it would be, yeah. It has to be worse. If it weren't worse, I wouldn't be on it anyway.
I think the worst part of it is just the distance to the ground, ain't it, man? Like you got like
Yeah,
15 minutes to just think, yeah, man, I'm dead
that's
for
what I'm
so
saying.
long,
Yeah, that's what
just
I'm
dreading it.
saying. It's the fear. It's the thoughts with myself is what I really fear. To be like, fuck, I've done this, man. Like I've agreed to step on here. Like, and I'm about to hit the floor. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like flying, but I've got to do it. And I think
Yeah,
because
man.
I travelled to Japan last year, obviously it's a long flight. And I did it with a what's it called layover to Dubai and then another fucking flight from Dubai there. It kind of got me used to the feeling of it. But I think what attributed to that is because I flew Emirates and it's one of those big fucking planes that's two deckers. Like they're like so big that you barely feel anything. Like I think like private jet flying would be sick for obviously the convenience, the space, but they're so rickety and like dangerous and shaky that like I don't know if I would like it even if I was like a billionaire. You know what I mean? Like I think I'd rather
think
go
they
on
are.
like a big first class sort of commercial. I think.
Are they not smooth?
No, I saw like a video before of like Ricky Gervais and he's like recording on it and he's like, this is like genuinely scary and it's proper shaking. And it's like the smaller planes, aren't they? So they are more
Mm.
like rickety and you feel more like I hear about it all the time. Like I hear like YouTubers and stuff that go on there and like they have a fear of flying. They talk about like, oh yeah, it's like it's much more scary on one of them because you feel things more. So like I think I don't know. I think I'd even be shook on one of them, especially man.
Yeah. Yeah, it is smoother the bigger the plane. This obviously the small planes just get battered around, don't they, by the wind?
Yeah, especially those like little like prop planes that people like get on and stuff like that, like crop dusters and that. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Plus, I saw that like because one of my dream holidays is to go to like the Maldives. Like that'd be so sick, but that's so expensive. That's like something in years to come. But to get to where you need to go because it's like such a remote island off nowhere that you land somewhere like in the Caribbean, whatever, and then they get on like one of those rickety sort of like seaplanes, and then you fly to like the island there. And I'm like, man, how would I deal with that? Like a little rickety seaplane, man, and then landing back on the sea. Like, it'll be amazing because
Bobbing
the
around.
view and the scenery will look beautiful. But like, am I going to enjoy it all the whole time? I'm going to be fucking crossing my legs and squealing like a bitch.
Yeah, you'd be like bobbing around, man, like shaking and shit in
Yeah,
those
I can't.
planes.
I can't. I've never really been on like a proper cruise or anything either, so I don't know how I would even get on my boats. Like, I might be one of those idiots that get seasick, and like it's just like I said, I do get like a sickness when I'm on roller coasters and shit. So I might end up getting like seasick, and then that'd be crap as well.
I've been on a ferry before. It's just like being on a bus, man. You don't feel nothing.
Just some dickhead at the
But it
back of
was.
it playing music.
All the way at the back. Longest back row. Yeah. Just playing fucking Sony Ericsson.
Yeah.
Fucking Devilman bassline.
Turn your phone off. You come just trying to get to France.
Typical on the fucking
what
5298
what
this.
twat does that though for real? Like I have had it before when wired earphones are a thing and like jacks in iPhones are a thing. And I've had it before when I've like sat down on public transport. I've like maybe sat my wire and it's pulled it out and like the podcast I'm listening to, whatever, that comes out a little bit. And I'm like, oh fuck, I'm like embarrassed and I'm a bit like, oh sorry
Yeah.
everyone. But people just sit on trains and just have videos and TikToks just so loud and just scrolling. I just think, man, no one needs to hear your shit. But the lack, I don't know if it's a lack of self-awareness from some of these people, or if it's just I don't give a fuck that you can hear my shit or not. Like I don't know what it is, but I also don't know which one's worse.
I know. It's crazy, man. You just, like you say, do you just not even know? Like, do you
They've got to
just,
know. It's so loud sometimes.
you think they just scroll all day that much that they're just so fucking locked into their own little tunnel?
I reckon it's, oh, I'm on a train and it's quite loud because there's people on the intercom. Like the next stop is all that business. There's people talking. So they think, oh, I've got to turn my fucking stuff up loud so I can hear it. Like it's got to be that or something. Or they don't even know. Like they just think, yeah, I'm just watching a video. Like this is harmless. What you on about? Like if I just went up to him and said, excuse me, can you turn your phone down, please? Like, would he be like, what do you mean? Or would you be like,
Yeah.
"Fuck off"? Like, but I've always wanted to do it, man. But it's so tough to just be like, "Excuse me, turn that fucking phone down, man." But I'm well
Yeah.
with him, all right. You're forcing me to listen to something. I should be able to just tap him on the shoulder and just say, "Turn that down now."
Yeah. Turn that down or it's going to get loud in here.
Like, I'd love to just tap him on the shoulder and just be like, "You must think you're dead sick, man."
Hey, man, some kind of fucking idiot or what? Can we
Yeah.
get that volume down a bit?
Yeah, I'd love it. But I wonder if they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, mate," or if they just like look at you like screw face. Like, what the fuck do you mean? Like that
Fucking what?
people like they really like they perplex me. Like sometimes in a good way, like people are fucking mental, but sometimes it's like people are fucking mental. You know what I mean? Like sometimes there's stuff where I think, what? Like how? Like how do you not feel anything or ashamed of anything, or is it just a simple like not give a fuck?
It's like people when they're just filming fucking TikTok dances or like just
Mm.
pranks and just acting shit or like just ripping the top off and pouring milk on their head or something. Like it's all for videos and views, obviously, but I just think, man, I couldn't just not think about fucking everyone around me like in that moment.
I hate it when, and I've been told I'm old and miserable for saying this, but I hate it when I'm in public and I see people just taking like a selfie, like at a bus stop or something. Or it infuriates me. I don't know why. Like that could just be like, oh yeah, she's just having a good time and expressing herself, or like this, she seems happy. But I want to just grab her head and smash it against the bus stop and just steal her phone and be like, yeah, let's delete this. Like, what are you taking a
Yeah,
selfie there though? Like, what? I'm at the bus stop. Like, who gives a
yeah.
fuck? Like, it
They
does
say
my
that
head in.
today, bougie.
Yeah. Oh man, I've got the juice on my ass, sweatpants on again. You know what I mean? Like, it
Yeah.
does my fucking head in because I just think, who's that for? Like, are you posting that on social media? And then, I've got fucking people like that on my social media. So I just scroll down one of the days and I'm just like, oh, she's at a bus stop. So then I'm meant to give a shit. And then, or do you just send it to your friends that are like in group chats and say, look where I am, ha? And then, like, again, if I was your friend, I'd open up my WhatsApp set and be like, I'm meant to give a shit that you're in a bus stop. Like, that would piss me off. All around it pisses me off.
Not much pisses you off, does it?
Oh, not at all.
Man, people don't take lightly about you thinking about killing yourself last time.
I know.
God, bad feedback on that, man. Lighten up, everyone. It's just a joke.
Yeah, yeah. Also, on that note, fuck Kyron. You know what I mean?
Yeah, get him in. You gotta get him in. You know
Yeah.
what? I thought of something just when you were talking,
Mm.
and it's not that embarrassing now, but in the time, it was crippling. But like when I was on benefits before,
Mm.
when I was on like fucking job seekers and that,
Mm.
um, I entered fucking. There's like a radio competition where you can just win money, and they draw it every Friday, and you just text in like fucking £2.50 or something,
Mm.
and the prize was like 150 grand or something like that. But the conditions of the radio show is like you have to shout like "Make me a winner,"
Okay.
not shout, but like you have to say it when you answer, and
Yeah.
if you
Oh,
don't
yeah. I've
say
seen
it,
those. I've seen those.
yeah, if you don't say it or like you don't, or if you just say hello, you don't win.
Mm.
And but they always draw the call at the same time, like every Friday.
Mm.
And bang on this time, I'd entered it, and bang on the time, my phone rang, and I answered it. I answered it and went, "Make me a winner." And he went, "Oh, sorry, Ryan. I wish I was calling from Radio 2 or whatever. It's just Martin calling from the job centre." I was like, "Oh, man, the worst person."
Oh,
He
fucking
was like,
hell.
"Oh, you lazy bastard. I got a job trying to fucking get out of it." I mean,
Oh.
it was so cringe. Anyone else could have called me, but
Oh
to be the
man,
fucking
that's
job
so
centre, man.
fucking funny. Oh yeah, because he definitely thought, oh, this poor fucking bastard. He thought he was getting a few grand in, but now I'm just telling him that he needs to send his job search off.
Yeah, it's come in and sign the shitty paper.
Oh man, that's so
Horrible,
funny.
man.
When you did it though, did your heart sink to be like, oh, I've done it?
Yeah, of course. It was like bang on 5 p.m. is when the call.
It's funny that you went into it though, like kind of sheepish, like make me a winner, rather than just go
Yeah,
make me a winner. Yes, like if you went
right.
into it like so fucking happy as well.
I had to because that bit of doubt. I couldn't kick off, man. I had to just
It's so
I
funny
had to
that
be
he knew what it
genuine.
was for as well to just be like, oh man, you hate that.
He went, "Oh, I wish I was, mate. Wish you could get you off the
Oh.
books, you fucking scruffy bastard."
Yeah, that's fucking funny. Yeah, I've heard those before, and it always makes me sick because I just think, oh, why aren't they calling me for like 100 grand when I hear it on the radio and stuff? But like, I don't even
No,
enter either.
yeah, yeah. When they're happy and celebrating, I'm just like, ugh.
Oh no. But you would though, wouldn't you? Like if you just entered a competition and won like 100 grand or something. Like how could
I
you
always
not be?
wonder if it's pre-recorded by like 15 minutes or something, because I'd
Mm.
have to swear.
Yeah,
I'd
no one
definitely
ever
swear
does.
straight away.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
one ever
exactly.
does. I've thought about that as well. Like And I've thought about it, like, I've even said it to, like, Stacey. I've said, if that was you and you was on the phone, I think this is make me a winner, whatever. And she answered it. And she went, make me a winner. I said, congratulations, 150 grand. You'd hear me in the back go, fucking hell. You know what I mean? Like, even the dudes
Yeah.
and stuff in the background, when like the women wins, like, you know, they're like, oh my God, and they start clapping over. But like,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, but like, God, like, what the fuck? What? Like, you would
Yeah.
hear me freaking out. But yeah, it's usually calm. So it would make sense that it is. It'd be good to speak to someone that's actually won that and see like what the process is and how long you get it. And if it's like you've won it, but you have to go for like loopholes like fuck to get it and then make it really hard to claim it and shit like that. It'd be interesting to
Yeah,
see
like
how it works.
a lot of lottery winners in America, like it gets paid out over like 25 years, don't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. It's like if you win like 10 mil, they only give you like 50 grand a year or something like that for like 20 years, or like
Oof.
500.
Still nice though, you know what I mean? Still can
It's
just quit
still a
your
blessing, yeah.
yeah, you can still quit your job or carry on working if you want and you're living.
It's just one of them little catches of it, man.
They have like big lottery numbers in like America when I see them there. They have like 900 million like jackpots and stuff over there. That's crazy, man. Imagine
Yeah.
winning 900 million. You'd be
Win
sick
an
in it.
hour of Elon Musk's wealth.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
so funny, man. Make me a winner.
God, man, it was like, ugh, it could have been anyone if it was just like, oh, it's fucking me, Doug. Like, you know what I mean? I just feel like, oh, you bastard. But it was like the complete opposite of what I was going for, man.
Oh, I know.
The
Little
fucking
reminder.
peak of a roller coaster. Yes, I'm out. Get back out of here. Come and sign on.
Oh yeah, that's so fucking funny. Oh man.
Yeah, man. What have you been thinking about recently then?
Just this. This has been a forefront of doing this. This is fun, isn't it? Just chatting. Obviously like creating all the shit that people are seeing and listening to. Like getting quite productive that way. Like I said, it's good to flex creative muscles because the line of work I'm in, like, you ain't really anything like where you would do that. So yeah, that's literally it. That and you know, just, just trying to be healthier and stuff like that. To be fair,
Just rat race shit.
mm, hold on.
Yeah.
This is playing up at the minute. This is it just
Yeah.
got that it disconnected. I think we're still live. I don't know if it's like gonna be twitchy and stuff though, man. I hope not. Like it's fucked Twitch off for some reason.
Hmm.
Like I think we're still on YouTube.
Oh, damn.
This is gonna be a lot of like splicing and stuff. This one.
Yeah. Will you have the recording still?
Yeah, but
Because if the VOD's gone.
this is YouTube on.
Yeah. Are you streaming and recording?
Yeah, I was. Yeah,
Is it gone an hour yet or
yeah.
40 minutes?
It went just over like 101 or something.
Yeah.
We can just do a couple more conversations and then just wrap it up and then figure out why to
Yeah.
cut it in. I don't know. It's gonna sort of work that way. It says we are back live on Twitch now, though. I don't know
Yeah, it's back on.
what the recording's gonna be like, but yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
all good now. Anyway, hopefully. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, weird. Yeah, man. I've just been thinking about like just time, man, and like slowing down. I was thinking about just trying to slow down in the way of because we got goals and shit we're trying to do. But I think sometimes when you got goals, you kind of just get your head down
Hmm.
and ignore all the time leading up to it because you just want it to get there. Kind of like when you go on holiday, you just want to count down every day just quickly.
Yeah.
And I was thinking like because we're mainly just selling the house and stuff and just getting money up and that. But I was thinking we're kind of just living every day like, oh, let's just get the house sold, let's just get this done, and we're ignoring the time, even though the amount of time that passes will just be the same. So we should just enjoy our days, you know what I mean? it's if the house is selling in 6 months, like let's just rush every day past and not paying attention to each other because we're just concentrating on that. It's still going to be 6 months. Let's just make the most of every day still. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to slow down a bit, man. Like, time's, time's going, but it's also not going anywhere. You know what I mean? You have to,
Yeah,
like, just be in the moment a bit.
yeah. It's hard to do though sometimes, to be fair, especially with life. And I think most people do it in their lives trying to rush just the weekend. Like they don't really do anything in the weeks because it's just work, get home, and then wait for Saturday. But that's why like it's kind of important, even though it's shit to do so, and like kind of force yourself to do so to make yourself do things after work. You know, even if it's like a Monday and things like that, because then it makes you feel like your weeks. I think doing that in a way slows your time down as well. In a way, it makes it go quicker because you're filling your time up more with stuff. But I think when you think back about if you right now are just rushing to sell a house, and every day is just a day closer to selling the house. And when you look back in a couple of years thinking, what did I do in those years? You just think, I just sold the house. You've not filled it with anything else, you know what I mean? So I think it kind of, in that sense, when you look back and reflect on it, like it slows it down a bit more because you've done more stuff to like pick from rather than just the big main checkpoint. So it's
Yeah.
hard to do though. It's easier said than done to like motivate yourself, especially if like sometimes you'll have like 14-hour driving days or whatever like that in your line of work. So, you're not really expecting to that and be like, right, then it's this summer. Like, you know what I mean? But for the most part, like I think it is important to do stuff after work and that as well, not just wait for the weekend. Cause, if you found out that you only had like 60 weekends left to live, and that was like a number like, yeah, you've only got 60 weekends left in you, like you'd fill your weeks with stuff, you know what I mean? So like, but it could be. So like, why aren't you?
Yeah, it's kind of what I'm getting at, yeah. There's something to aim for, but just, I would like you say, it's easier said than done, but just try and enjoy all the days between, man. Because
Yeah.
like, it's not going to come any quicker or later. Like, sooner or later, it ain't gonna change. It's just gonna be the same shit. So just slow down, man. Like enjoy the now. Don't just write off 6 months and then just it's just gone. You know what I mean? It's just crazy to just fucking like you say though. It's just concentrating on so much and just getting it done. And you do just want to get there because it's the goal. But yeah, man, just want to kind of fucking live now more. Especially that I've got a family and stuff. It's just such finite time.
Mm, yeah. Yeah, I think not a lot of people think that way though. They are just like, Get me to the weekend so I can get pissed," or "Get me to the weekend because that's when I get paid," and they don't really do stuff. But I wish I enjoyed doing more things because I would like to do more things after work rather than just wait for the next fucking day of work to get out of the way. Um, but there's just not a lot that I really enjoy doing too much that's like, not expensive. Like it won't be viable to do it like multiple times a week.
Yeah.
Um, but I started with my friend Kyron, like we started going to a quiz every other Monday. That's been good. And it's at like a card shop. So like another night we go there playing like One Piece card game. So it's like a community, you go there, it's like a proper store. I buy um like I've been buying like Spider-Man Magic the Gathering cards from there. They're fucking sick. I'm not really a Magic the Gathering person, but like the art on them are so cool. And it's just like, yeah, you get to that and you get to hang out with a friend and then play a quiz. And we won 3 fucking weeks in a row, so that's always nice. Just doing stuff like that has been nice to look forward to. Like, oh, I finished work on Monday. Oh, now I get to go to that, and it's like it, it's not that expensive here. So yeah, I think now we're in our 30s. I have tried to do and look for more things like that to fill in those gaps, but you also can't force it. You know what I mean? Like you can force some things, like let me try this or let me try golf or whatever. But like you really got it's. I think to really enjoy it and like appreciate it, it's something that you like actually want to do or really enjoy.
I've found some spontaneity and just boredom lately. Like purposely just having all the devices off and just being bored in the house. And it just leads to something. Like the other day, we just we ended up just having a laugh, like just chucking a ball around,
Mm,
like in the house, but like just fucking whacking it off all the walls and like seeing what happened.
yeah.
It's like we kind of made some little memories, or just like we just go out for a walk or something because we're bored, or we just mess around and just find something to do,
Mm.
and we kind of made memories just out of nothing, rather than just watching fucking YouTube for like 6 hours. You know what I mean? Where none of it's gonna stick with you. I think boredom's like there's something magic about boredom, man. It like forces you to just find something new. You just naturally drift towards something different.
I think some
It's not.
people, I think some people just like get swallowed up in boredom and just want to do nothing all the time. Like boredom can definitely spark creativity because you're bored and you want to do something. But I've definitely been times where I kind of get bored, but like it's almost like I'm okay with being bored because I've got nothing else going on but the boredom, and that's like kind of refreshing at the same time. You know what I mean? I'm not like stressing about something. It's like, oh, I'm bored, so I kind of appreciate the boredom itself sometimes.
Yeah, it's a bit of a privilege to be bored, isn't it? Like you
Definitely.
obviously ain't got much shit going on if you can just sit there and be like, "Fuck."
Yeah, but I'm
You know what I
also
mean?
like always one of these people that are like, oh yeah, if I won the lottery, I could never like just sit there and do nothing. I'd be bored. Wouldn't you fuck, man? I would give it me. Let me see then. Let's let me. And then, like I've told people like, yeah, man, I would happily just sit there and do nothing and just chill out all day and just watch the TV that I watch 150 inches of like pure OLED. Like you feel it with things that you want to do or you wouldn't be able to afford. Like, I'd just have like a home cinema. Like, yeah, when I'm bored, I'll just go watch a film in my cinema. Like, to think that you would be so bored with having all this money is ridiculous to me. Like, I don't know. To me, if you're a person where if you get 100 million in the bank and you still have to go to work because your brain needs something and you're bored, like you're a boring person. It's gone to the wrong person because that should ignite like, oh, I get to start this business I've always wanted to do now because I can afford it, or I get to do this hobby all the time because I really love it and I can afford it. Like, if you just like, I'll just go back to work, I'll drive buses for a living, like, you're a fucking idiot. You
Yeah,
are. You're a
I think
fucking idiot.
yeah. For me, like I've always said, man, just obviously if we just won that kind of money, we'd just be doing shit all the time.
You would, man.
But it'd be the freedom of just just liabilities and responsibilities, man, of bills and all that kind of shit.
It'd be this because we want to eventually do this in person, maybe at my house in my living room. But getting it all set up, it takes a while, and figure out the logistics of it. Like, we're just figuring out this out even online. Like, if we'd hang out all the time with that much money. If we won like 100 million, me or you, we neither of us would fucking work again. You know what I mean? And then we'd just do this because we like doing this. It's fun. We chat all the time. It would just be this, just in a better production because we're gonna just afford all the best equipment, and it would just be doing shit like this, but for like in way better and more fun ways, and like doing cool shit within it because we can afford it. Oh, let's fly here and record it doing that. Or yeah, I don't get how people would just be like, I'd be bored with that much fucking money.
Yeah, had it's weird how it changes people as well, though. Like obviously you can have like distant family members and shit, fucking getting in touch after 20 years, or people you used to go to school with, like, oh yeah, I'm just struggling to pay the bills at the minute, mate. Like, how's it going for you? I saw you won a bit of money, do you?
Oh yeah, I'd like in some ways to go be one of those people that are stood there like, wait, check out the champagne with a big fucking check, and then be
Yeah,
like, yeah, fuck you. Like, a part of me would love that. So people like, that we went to school with, or people that just never liked me for whatever reason, just go, oh, him. Like,
yeah, bastard.
that satisfaction to be like, ah, fuck you. But also like, yeah, like there's family, there's friends that would just come out of woodwork and be like, oh, I'm your favourite cousin and I, or something, you know what I mean? Or like, oh, we were best mates in primary school. Remember me? And I'd just be like, nah, man. Like, I'd have to stay anonymous with it, to be fair. Like, I think I'm too paranoid. I'd also think someone would be trying to like figure out where I lived and try and stab me and rob me and shit. Like, I would stay anonymous with it, I think.
Why do you think it like always, not always, but a lot of the time, just results in divorce and shit? Like people have been married like 20 years, just win a few mil, just get
Because
divorced.
most people are fucking miserable and ain't got the bollocks to say things to the husband or the wife. And when you've got that money, that comes to just, I can go wherever the fuck I want to go. I can fuck whoever I want to fuck. So you probably gives you the courage and balls to just be like, "Oh, I fucking hate you, you bitch," and like then it just naturally ends in divorce. I think it'll just probably give you, you know, the excuse to really say what you want to say because what's to lose? She's gonna break up with you then. Then you've just got millions anyway. You know what I mean? Like I think it's that. Like I think it would be a true testament of your relationship too because I think there'd be some men and women out there, depending who won it, would be like really jealous and spiteful of the other person that won it. I think true colors would come out. You know, the guy might just be like, "Fuck you, I've won this money now." Like, see ya. Like, there's definitely people that have done shit like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think it's just because most people are unhappy and kind of settled, and when they realise they've got like an out because they can just go
They're
anywhere
also
they
just
want.
they're also just in it for the stability, aren't they?
It's what most people are in it for, yeah. And plus, like, you know, cohabitating for a house, like, we both work full time and that, and I'd struggle to like keep myself afloat. And I earn somewhat decent money. And, you know, like, I only got like a two-bedroom house, and I'd have to cut down my spending and maybe not have like go down a tier of internet and things like that to just keep myself afloat. So, like, you know, cohabitating's nice, and especially if you're on a mortgage together, some people stay together because of how awkward and long it is to, sell the house and break up, and it's an awkward thing. So people will just swallow that miserableness just for convenience. So if you just be like, I don't care what happens to this house, I can just go and buy one on my own. I think it'll give you the courage to be like, fuck you, bitch, I'm off. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah, I'd
must be
like to keep
nice.
it secret, man.
Yeah, keeping it secret would be hard though because like we don't really post on social media. So like when we go on holiday, we might put like, when we was in Japan, we might put like, we're here and whatnot. But people put, they tag themselves like at Nando's, and you're just like, oh, who gives a fuck? But like I think if you're doing cool shit, you'll want to show off naturally that you're doing cool shit. So people be like, yo, what you do, man? That looks cool. Like people be like, how's he affording this? Like, why is he there again? You know what I mean? I think naturally people would recognize that you've done something. Unless you
Yeah.
just stayed
Yeah,
offline altogether, but I think that's tough.
I definitely wanna I definitely wanna show off and show what I'm doing and just let people know I fucking want it as well, just to eat away at them.
Yeah, it
But I
would.
just wouldn't wanna ruin relationships and friendships and shit because you know it goes that way, but, like, your head'd wanna fucking explode, man, just keeping that a secret.
Yeah. Yeah, it really fucking would. I'd always loved, and I think we spoke about it before, and like I've thought about it like in a workplace. Like imagine like you working with someone, and you're like, oh yeah, is Tim coming in today? Like, oh, you heard he's quit, he's won the lottery. You'd be like, fuck. Like, and
Oh,
I just
man.
imagine being that person, like just handing my laptop in at work, going in, and just be like, oh, by the way, I quit effective immediately, and they're like, okay, and then someone be like, what's
Just show
happened
me
to?
phone screen like, "Yeah, look at that, man."
Like I said,
Just like
it's like a
200 mil, just
calculator.
like,
So
"No."
much money, just got an E on the end.
Yeah.
Just like,
Yeah,
look at that.
just no, no, no.
Yeah, just like there you
Yeah.
go. You just slide the laptop slowly across the desk and just walk out, and then people are like, "What happened to him?" Like, I don't know. Like that
You'd still
feeling.
be like fucking you'd still send an email in saying you still owe me fucking 7 holiday days.
Yeah, yeah, I'll fucking earn some. Yeah, it would be so sick to win. But I wonder if it messes with you though, man, because like I feel like I'm a person that would definitely suffer from like imposter syndrome. So like if say if this was to pick up and get to a point where we got like a decent following and things, I'd be like, but we're just two fucking twats just talking. Like who wants to listen to us? Like I don't think I'd ever feel like I've earned any form of success. Like even when I have success in work, even in life, when I've figured out things or done things, I feel like it's just I've fell into this. Like, but really, I've kind of worked at it and earned it. But I never feel like I've got myself there. It kind of feels like it just happened to me. You know what I mean? Like I never
Yeah.
feel complacent in any form of success. So I wonder if I would just be like, fuck you, like everyone, I've won this, or if I would just be like, this is just gonna go away tomorrow, isn't it? Like the day really mean me, like it's someone else. They just got it wrong.
Yeah, start hiding it under the fucking floorboards and that.
Yeah.
Start withdrawing it over a few months.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know what you mean though. I've had a few fucking because I do YouTube obviously,
Mm.
and I've had a few people, maybe like 6 or 7 ever, just come up and be like, "Yo, man, I watch your videos, man. Like, I love you fucking your stuff." And you're like, "Ah, nah, I'm just me, man. Like, I'm like my videos are shit, man. What are you on about?"
Yeah.
It's like accepting a compliment.
Yeah.
It's like, "Oh, what's your videos?" And you're instantly like, "Yeah, but I'm just a fucking guy." But
Yeah.
I wonder what. I wonder what point, man, that just
I was just thinking
inflates
that.
your ego.
I don't know if it's about inflate. I think obviously for some people it probably does, but I think like you'd be a naturally grainy person. I think I would too because we both keep each other in check. Like we've never censored ourselves to each other. We'll be brutal to each other. You know what I mean? So I know like if you was getting to a point where you was walking around being like, people are fucking recognizing me. And it'd just be like, yeah, it'd be hard to fucking miss you with that nose, you know what I mean? You might as well have your
Yeah,
fucking subscribe
exactly.
button tattooed across it. Like,
Yeah, the fucking bell icon.
but I also wonder though, when it comes to point, because you don't get like crazy amount of views. Like how many views is that one video that you've done got?
I think my last one was like a week ago, and it's on like 3K.
Yeah, so like that's good numbers. But then if you're talking worldwide, how many people clicking that? And then, we live in the UK. Like think how many people maybe from the UK and that, and then where they are in the UK to then bump into them, it's quite a
Yeah,
rare thing. Like I think it becomes maybe more expected if you get like thousands of you, like 10,000, 20,000, because then you're like, that's got a wider audience. So it's more likely that someone's gonna be like, oh, I fucking recognize you from this. So like if you're getting recognized and noticed, but for like 300 views, then I think naturally you're gonna be like, what do you mean? I'm just me. Like, what do you mean you
yeah,
recognize me? Like, I wonder when it comes to a
yeah.
point where your exposure becomes like more accepted to be like, oh, it makes sense that someone's recognizing me because that video got a lot of views. Like, I wonder where the threshold is for that.
Yeah, and it makes more sense for me because like the most of my viewership's in the UK, and then
Mm.
I do car videos, and I'm usually recognised at car meets because they're at car shows as well.
Yeah,
So
makes
like you know what
sense.
I mean, we're all there for cars.
Yeah.
It'd be like if you were on the set of a porn shoot, you know what I mean, like someone's gonna recognise you there
Of
naturally.
course, that's his dick. Yeah.
But yeah, like, there's got to be a point where it just goes from like nice to like, oh fuck's sake, don't just all
I
recognise me.
think
I
I'd
can't be
hate it.
asked.
I'd love the community side of it and to have a following. Like, it'd be cool to just like we're live now. If there was like 50 people in here and like, we could just shoot a question or someone ask us a question that could stem to a cool conversation. I like the idea of it, but I couldn't imagine being like, like super famous. Like I'll watch the Sidemen on YouTube, and they have like they're crazily famous, man. They'll do videos where they'll go to like Poland and things like that, and they literally get like swarmed just walking down the street. Like if they go into a store, they literally have to stay in there because it's like an army outside waiting for them, maybe just kids screaming. And like sometimes I'll go out the house like. I'll go out the house in basketball shorts without boxing and my dick be swinging, man. Like that'd be in fucking TMZ and paparazzi photos all the time. Like I like to go out and just look like a fucking slob sometimes, and like knowing that someone might just catch a picture of me like picking my nose or something, then it's just on the front page of like some website. Like I'd hate that pressure thinking that I'm being watched constantly all the time. Like I wouldn't like being famous, I don't think. Not for me. I'd like the obviously the the monetization behind it, like to be able to like be like, yeah, I'm a business or draw that audience to this or that and sort of, you know, get wealthy from it if possible. But all the other stuff, that's why winning the lottery is amazing because you're loaded, you got the money of like a really high celebrity, you know what I mean? But without the fame, so you ain't gotta like look down supermarkets just to walk around there. You just walk around there, no one knows who the fuck you are. You've just got the money of a person like that. Like that's why it's amazing to win the lottery because you ain't gonna have people swarming you just walking out in public.
Yeah, you see it a lot more these days as well. There's more common is like faceless artists and shit, like people that make music or do YouTube videos, like they just don't show face anymore.
Yeah, it's a lot of it's AI as well doing that stuff. So like that's an example that we spoke about last week that people are able to start making money and things from AI, and like people do that they just crank out YouTube Shorts all day long, and like you even see it like on YouTube Shorts and Reels and things like that where like the caption isn't even like the caption of makes sense of the video, like it's just all automated shit just out there, man. But I'll see it and we click it all the time, like I wonder what the amount of times in a row that we've scrolled past a video and it not be like posted by like a real person as well.
Yeah, just full AI.
All of it, yeah. Like you could have doom scrolled for an hour and it not be like really done or made or anything by like a real person.
Do you think you have to be? Do you think you have to know that's going to work? Like have the vision that it's going to like blow up and get you loads of views, or do you think it's just this generation has just got that? Because We've both done it. We've made like AI videos just fully automated and posted them and got a few views.
Yeah, just
But
to
there's
see.
nothing satisfying about doing it, yeah. Like it's just so boring. Like,
Yeah,
do you think
like
you have to just be like a fucking millennial, like Gen Zer to just have that attention span,
I
like just pure
think
internet?
it's I think it's getting a bit of success from it probably early on. Like they've
Mm.
probably made a video and it's gone semi-viral, if not viral, and it's gone, oh shit, like that was a rush. And then they just get a bit of traction and just keep doing that, and then it earns them money. Um, but yeah, I think it's a lot of it coming down to yeah, just it's easy, but it's not rewarding. Obviously, if it's money and you can just do that for a living, it's better than going for a 9 to 5. You just sit there all day and just put TikToks up. But like, yes, if you're looking for like doing creative stuff, like this is way better. Like I said, we've done it and we've tried it. Just let's just see how many views, or let's see how it gets algorithmed, and let's see where this ends up, and put certain like tags and things in there just to see. Um, but yeah, there wasn't anything like really creative. And even when it gets views, you're like, oh, but like it's nothing to do with me. But like doing this, like just doing a little podcast and stuff, like it might not ever get views, but it's way more satisfying to like do it creatively, go live, speak to certain people, get feedback on it, like we've been getting from certain people, like this is good, that's good. It's like because then it's you, it's your personality, it's things that people like about you rather than what you're able to do on your phone.
Yeah, with just automated tools as well. So it's not even you really. You just caught a lucky break
Yeah,
because it's just all AI shit.
yeah,
I need to start doing more YouTube videos, man.
yeah,
I've got like a
definitely.
decent, yeah, I've got like nearly 2,800 now subs, and I'm just getting like a fair few like every month, and a lot of my videos are still getting views, but I ain't got much to do on there anymore. But I do think that's kind of
There you go then.
an
No,
opportunity. I think it's just an opportunity I'm wasting at the minute.
it is, and it goes to what you were saying earlier. Like you want to live more in the moment and do more things. Like on the days where you might not have work on because you haven't sourced much work because you work for yourself or anything like that. Like you could do stuff for that. Like you said, your boredom has been sparking creativity. Just work more on your channel. That'll like fill the gaps of like living in the now. You know what I mean? Like you're doing shit, then you're making car videos, or you're thinking like, oh, this would be a cool idea for a video, or or whatever, or like even for this, like, oh, I could incorporate this to the podcast or the podcast to this. Like, I think doing that would be good. And like you said, you got like 3,000 views. That's like, that's fucking good, to be fair.
Mm.
For just an
My
unknown
my
twat like you.
yeah,
It's
my biggest recent one's like 31K at the minute. To be fair,
see, that's good. That's really
it's
good.
pretty
So,
good.
like, yeah, you'd be stupid not to just, like, even, like I said, like, that's enough where, like, if I was, like, if any of our, say we did 500 episodes of this, which, who the fuck knows, but like if any of ours got like 31,000 views, I'd be like well satisfied. Like that's way more than I'd ever like imagine. So like in a way, like you've kind of achieved way more than you probably anticipated. So like why not just carry on? Especially if it's something
I
that
know,
you
and
enjoy doing, because it's not like you do it and go, oh fuck me, I don't like cars anyway. But like it's shit you love doing anyway.
yeah, yeah. I said to you before, like just off the podcast, but it seems when I've got goals and shit like that, it's when they get some traction is when I'm just like, oh, I'm bored of this one. You know what I mean?
Mm.
It's always when I've got like a decent goal that when I get there, it's when I just go, oh, I've done it now. Like the excitement's
So
gone.
the
It's
chase.
like it's the lead up and the chase of it that's
So what you're
more
saying is
exciting.
if this podcast starts getting traction, it's just gonna be me talking here on my own.
Yeah, yeah, I'm just gone,
All right, cool. I'll be all right.
nah, I think like being in it with someone is a lot different. Like just
Yeah.
doing it on my own, like no one's pushing me. You know what I mean? No one's pushing me to go make videos. And I want to do it more now because it gets a lot of views, man, and it still gets a lot of just community feedback of like, oh, like someone messaged me the other day saying like I broke my fucking he broke his collarbone or something, and he like had some complications in hospital, so he's just in hospital for like 2 weeks or something, and he just binged my videos,
Hmm.
and it just got him through like being in hospital. Or like people say like, you're the reason I got a micro, and I'm loving it now. Like I watched all your videos on how to do this and this. Like that kind of stuff makes you want to keep going. I have just had a lack of content to shoot as well, but I am trying to just think outside the box now. Like ideas of videos. Because before it was just diarising what I was already doing. I want to think of some concepts and just some ideas and get some different people on to collaborate and shit.
Yeah, sometimes you can't force it. Like we're not really forcing this. You know what I mean? Like we're just doing it. We've always just chatted, and we just thought it'd be cool to just record it. You know what I mean? Like, and it's kind of stemmed into something where, like I said, it's quite fun to do. I look forward to doing this. Again, it fills up the time of living in the moment. Like this is one of those things. Now we do this on a weekly basis. Um, but yeah, like I think it'd be a good idea to stick with it because especially if you like doing it as well. Like that's the thing. Like you ain't wasting your time if you're enjoying it. If it goes somewhere, it doesn't. It's there to look back and show your kid in like 10 years time. Like, oh, look at me fixing that car or whatever. And then that's your car. Like this is how it started. You know what I mean? Like it could. It's always gonna have cool moments within it or just an archive of stuff to look back when you're like 60 of YouTube sort of thing and be like, oh I look quite young there and my airline still hasn't fucking budged. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's worth it in some capacity. And if you're enjoying it, if you're doing it and you're not enjoying it, that's different because
Yeah, I do enjoy it, and the community enjoys it. I think I just get a bit of conflict of like, this ain't gonna go anywhere though. You know what I mean? And I'm in it for the enjoyment, but I think you naturally get more towards like, is it going to be successful as well? And if you self doubt that, you also just think like, oh,
I understand if it was getting like 3 views and that, but you're getting like thousands of views on some of them and like a couple hundred here and there. That's not nothing though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah, I don't know. It's something to
yeah,
something to keep, and just don't force your creativity because I think that's obvious. That comes across as obvious that like, oh, he's trying. That's when you don't enjoy your content then because like it's not you. You've put a fake version of you out there. So when it's not doing well, you're like, like I don't know. I've never done it. Like I've never really put myself out there other than this before. So I don't really know. But as like a viewer and observer, that's kind of how it comes across. I think the people you gravitate towards more and the people that you like in any form of community is because they're usually them. You know what I mean? There's the people that's over the top and the people that say a bunch of shit and you're like, like you can just tell like he's kind of reading that from a script and that's not really how he feels and it kind of sways you the other way. It's better when people aren't like overreacting, and they're opening like packs of something or whatever and you're like they just freak out and they get a card and you just think like, like, but you wouldn't really do that. You'd probably be like, oh my god. But when you watch people that react normally, you're like, oh, I like this dude because he's normal, he's authentic rather than being over the top for the cameras.
yeah. And you can definitely see on the channel like maybe 1 in 10 or 15. Like you can see I've just cooked a low effort video out just to get something out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can tell it's just
You need those though, like even the greatest episodes in the fucking world. Like, Breaking Bad's one of the best TV shows in the world, but they did that fly episode. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it can't always be 10 out of 10. There's got to be some filler in there. So, and you have to be
yeah, man.
YouTube just
Right.
to keep up with the algorithm. You have to just be sort of on it. You can't just be like, oh, I'll post every like 3 months. Like, I don't think that gets you anywhere, does it? So,
Yeah, yeah. I want to get back to it, man. Yeah, should we call it there?
yeah, man, it's a good time to call it, I guess.
Did you want to bring anything up?
No, just that if you like listening and we want to catch us live, we are live on Twitch and YouTube. When we do these, they're kind of sporadic because we have to just do them when we can do them. We would like to do them mostly Friday nights, but like tonight, we just thought we wanted to talk and just do it, so we've just kind of sporadically done it. And there'll be times of that because we just like fucking talking and doing this. So, and obviously like the TikTok started, things like that. A joint thoughts podcast. It's been popping up on the stream on the video. So if you're watching it by video, you've seen it anyway. But if you're just listening, then yeah, that's where you can go to see more of our fucking bullshit. But yeah, that's that'll wrap it up. To be fair, I think it's been quite good. And I just also want to reiterate that fuck Kyron.
Yeah, you fucking hate him, man.
Can't stand him.
Surprised how much you're going on about that as well.
Can't stand
just
the
off
dog.
here, like, God, man.
Whitest person I've ever met.
But yeah,
But yeah, so we'll fucking speak to
thanks
you
for
again
listening.
when we're on next.
Yeah, give us some feedback if you've got any.
Yeah. Comment below on whatever you watch or listen on. So yeah, it'll all be thought about and appreciated, and whatever we can do to make any experience better, whether it be video, audio, template, whatever it needs to be. Yeah, just let us know.
Peace and love.
Cool. Peace.